Today's the day. I've just been called by the courier company on time, and they've got Frank on the back of their low loader. I think it's a 19-metre truck, so it's going to be fun getting down our road. And he should be here in about 10-15 minutes, so I'll do what I can with regards to filming it out. There he is.
There's our Frank. There's no stick on the back. Oh no, I took on fine.
Steering will be heavy, but good rough.
We can roll it off, I've got power and then we can start it. Go into battery at the back, so the battery's at the front, isn't it?
Get into the drive. Frank is back. Good old Frank.
Okay, so we are under the car. I've now got to get this drive shaft off the front here. And they use these Torx bolts. I'm not quite sure why they use these specifically, but it looks like, hang on, it looks like it could be an E10, one of these. And let's have a look. It is indeed an E10, and it literally bolts straight through. There's no nut the other side, which is quite good. I don't think there's a nut anyway. No. So it should bolt straight through, but I can't get to the top ones very easy, so I'm going to have to actually roll the car to actually move it around once I've done the bottom ones. So let me get these ones off that I can get off, front and back. It's literally chopped apart, that is. So this goes in here with the bearings. And as you can see, these are supposed to be in the middle. So the cage is in one piece, roughly. But this is what happened to the middle. So it literally smashed the coupling. So thankfully, the transfer box is okay. There's nothing wrong with the transfer box. This actually held together. It was all stayed in here. There's no hole in that. So yeah, it was the coupling, which means there's potential that it might just be able to change the coupling. So I'm gonna have a look. The bearing can't get out at the moment. I can't get the drive shaft out at the moment. Yeah, so I can't get the drive shaft out at the moment because the subframe is in the way. So I'm going to need to prop the transfer box and gearbox up, and
and just remove the bolt that holds the mounting for the transfer box on the subframe, and then lower the 6 bolts for the subframe, lower that down enough so I can actually slide the drive shaft out. It's quite a tight fit. So I'm going to do that and check the drive shaft, but it might very well be that I can replace just the coupling. I'm not sure how comfortable I feel about that, but maybe not actually, because the spline's going to be worn down to crap as well. So yeah, probably a new drive shaft. Anyways, I need to get that gearbox jacked up and the subframe off. Wish me luck.
Okay, so what I've got to do is, you're all upside down now, he's off there, he is off the end there, but you have to drop this subframe down. So I'm going to have to, it doesn't say anything of this in rave either, which is really annoying. So I've got to drop the subframe off with 6 bolts, 3 either side, and I've got to undo the transfer box mounting, or gearbox mount, which is over there somewhere. Yeah, that thing there is like a nut and a bolt. And then I've got to support this, support the transfer box, and lower the subframe down. Can't really do that easily without removing the exhaust because of the heat shield. I can bend up the heat shield, but I'm going to have to undo all 6 bolts for the subframe, which means I've got to bend the subframe in all 6 areas. I'm not massively keen on that. I'm also not massively keen on removing the exhaust, so watch this space, but that's one for tomorrow. So for the time being, I'm calling it a day. So what I've got to do is, well, you can see all of these, I don't know, we'll give it a go, but I've got a bolt underneath here. So I'm going to snip that and bring that back. One under here, again, and another one there. And then we've got one here. Another one there. Appears to be only 2 on this side. Oh no, another one there. Is that one? Oh no, that's not it. 2. Appears to be only 2 subframe bolts there. 1 and 2. Okay, well, we'll have a look. I'm not going to work. I'm literally going to bend back the heat shield because it's an absolute swine to take all that off, and I'm not doing that. Then I've got to get to here, and that looks like we've got maybe a 16mm in there, something like that. Nut in there that holds the transfer box onto the subframe through this mount, through these rubber things at the end called snubbers. Can't make this stuff up. And then I can hold this up with the gearbox stand, and then I can lower this down slightly to pull the drive shaft out. That's the plan. So let's start finding out what sockets I need. Okay, so this side is 18mm. That side is 18mm. Okay, that's handy. So that's fine. Bolt is turning. Okay. Now let's have a look at everything else. It is. Oh God Almighty. Okay, so I brought these little snips, which should help me, because I don't really want to, that's what I really want to do. If I can pull that back now, and it needs to go a bit more. I don't think there are any others. I think it's literally 4. So let's give that a go. 2. Okay, that's that one as well. Might try a shorter extension on that. Okay. Whew. Right. So we now have all 4, and I think it's just all 4 bolts loosened off to a degree. So I'm going to drop down the 2 over here, ouch, so they are probably about 1 inch down, and then these 2 I'm going to drop down about the same, and that should be enough to pull this, slide the drive shaft out. But I need to remove the transfer box support here, leaving the snubbers in place, and then it should separate that gap, so basically making this gap wider. Over as far as we can go, like that. And I should be able to slide it out from here all the way through. So I've now got the weight of that. I have the bolt. Okay. And now I've got to tap through. Okay. We have the giant bolt out. Okay. And it hasn't dropped down, which is great. So I'm now going to loosen off these 2 front ones a little bit to allow it to sag down this side. That's the kind of plan. Or do I want it that way? No, the other way. So I'm going to loosen off these top ones here, and then let it sag down this way. So yeah, that'd be better, because then I can get this out that way. Done. God damn. Right, let's get that out the way, and then I'm going to clean up both the couplings, both ends, just to double check they're okay. Clean up underneath it, and then get this thing straight back in again. Right, now there doesn't appear to be a front or a back to this thing, so let me just double check. I mean, there's no discernible difference. It's the same fitting both ends. Yeah, I can't imagine there's a difference to the front and the back. There's no damage to it. Right, okie dokie. what we've got here are spacers. So all I want is one of them and two of them at the moment. Lovely, right. Whew. Now all I need is a nut, so that can go on this end. It's that one. Okay, let's get that back up then. Over there. There's my extension. Okay. That's that done. Right. Okay, next. I need to torque up the nut and bolt there, and that was, I think, 100 Newton meters. Let me just check that. Oh, thank God for that. Right. Okay. Let's get a shot of this chuffing gearbox mount. Home straight, hopefully. Right. We need now I lowered my car back down, so I need to lift that back up again a little bit because I need to spin the drive shaft around to get the bolts in. Although that one I think I can actually do as it is. Yeah, I can. Right. Did I ever tell you I hate working with universal joints? Right. I'm going to jack the car back up again and turn this drive shaft around because I can't right turn it around. Then when that's done up, I'll lower it back down. No, I won't. Yes, I will. I'll lower it back down, torque it up, lower it back up. So basically this end torqued and done first, and then I can go around doing this end. So let's get this end jacked up. Right, I have looked it up and it says, so not the Rave one, I'm not going by the Rave one anymore at the back. I am going by because the Rave one doesn't cover this type of prop shaft, which is a bit annoying because it was updated and I haven't got the update thing. So it says around 40 foot-pounds, which is way less than I've been doing. So I'm going to lower this back down again and just see where I am with it. Yeah. So I reckon we're good to go on the front. Right, that's those three. I am going to spin it up. I am going to do the other three just to double check. Yep. was a little bit looser. Oh, God damn. I can't get that one. There we go. Okay, right, so that's those 3. That's 6 done. Now I've got to line it up. I've got to jack it back up again and line it back up so I can get these in here. Just make my life a bit easier. I think that's already in. Here's. Am I going to need one now? Yes, I am. Two. 3. That one. Just double check I did these. I did, yes. And that one that side. Yes, I did. Right. We are done. Jesus Christ. So since Frank been on his journeys, I had 2-3 weeks or something to kill time with, and I found a unit, garage workshop that I've rented now myself. A bit echoey at the moment because there's nothing in it, but this is going to be big enough, hopefully, for at least Frank and maybe one other car, and certainly my motorbikes as well. So all my tools, everything all in one place. So I have to admit I am really excited. I have to admit, as a grown-up, as a 45-year-old man, I am literally beside myself with excitement. So I've got 3-phase here, so I intend on potentially getting a lift of some description. Maybe a scissor jack, I'm not sure yet. Maybe a 2-poster. Again, I'm not quite sure. We've not got a huge amount of height, probably about 3 meters, but I can get Frank up at least sort of 80 odd centimeters, which is plenty to kind of get underneath him and do some work. So chuffed to bits. So I'll do a bit of a walk around for you and show what we've got. Downstairs, we've got this unit here with big doors. Oh, zoom out. Big double doors to garage doors to get in. Plenty of room under here. Probably still a motorbike under that, but certainly room at this end. Need to get rid of these mirrors. It used to be a gym, I believe, which is great. Downstairs toilet, always good, especially when I get bad news from what's going on with Frank. And then upstairs we've got, I'm not quite sure where the lights are up for upstairs. And we have got a full-size mezzanine. Tons of room up here. So, loads and loads of room. Although I cannot see, aha.
There we go. There we go. So kitchen and office space. So I intend to basically do a bit of work up here. So I want to be able to work from here. I'm self-employed, so I can work from pretty much anywhere. Tend to make a bit of an office up here, and then the rest of it into a bit of a studio and storage. I put all my camping stuff here, all that kind of stuff. You know, it's a bit of a man cave. So I need to get some curtains up and some blinds and whatnot, and make everything a bit more private. But yeah, dead chuffed. So yeah, I am pretty pleased with this. I've got a 5-year lease, which again I'm really happy with. I've got 3 parking spaces as well, so I tend to get a few people here. Had a bit of a bash, and some of the Arctic lock, like the group. Maybe they can come down here, have a pizza, have a beer or something, and yeah, turn this into a bit of a cave. So watch this space. Anyway, I've got a van load of stuff I need to start unloading and packing it all in. So that is it for this video. I know it's been a bit of a long one, and it's a bit of not exactly very well structured, but it is a kind of a thorough update of probably frustration and breakdowns and discovery and getting a new unit and all that kind of stuff. So lots more exciting things to come, and I'll try and get a video up each week. That's my plan from now on. So watch this space. If you like this kind of content and you've come back already, this is not your first visit, please do consider subscribing. Give us a like. It does really help, actually. We tipped over the 500 subscribers mark, which is great for us. And we're now trying to get even bigger and better. So give us a like, give us a comment, drop us a note, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks very much.